My name is Richard Elmstad, and I used to call this city home. If you live here long enough, the stench of this city seeps into your skin, and you have to get out. I lived here long enough, and then some. Long enough to get to know the people at the top, the politicians who line their pockets while the city decays, the vultures who take what they want while the rest of us go hungry. I'm a painter. I don't make much off my work, but I get by. I come from a long line of politicians, but I never wanted any part of that life. I traded the mansion on the hills for the life of a starving artist the first chance I got. I never regretted it. All the city reporters used to know my name. Some of them knew me for my work. Most knew me for my father. Carl Elmstad, my father, was the leader of the beloved Cosmopolitan Party. And this past year, he ran for mayor. He was running against Edward Raban, an old rival of his, and pledged to change the way City Hall did business. He was a natural leader and an honest man. He saw the city not for what it was, but for what it could be. Politics was more than a job for my father. It was his calling. He never took a vacation and always showed up at town halls, for better or worse. The people adored him. Even when he failed, they knew he was fighting for them. He was fighting to take the city back, and the vultures at the top weren't going to let him. The night it happened was nothing special. He was working from home, as he often did. That night was his last. A cold-blooded armed robber broke in and shot him. The killer stole everything he could and left my father bleeding on the floor. My father was a noble man. He deserved better. When I was a kid, my father never had time for me. When I got older, I decided I didn't have time for him. Now I'm burying him, and I wish I could go back. I wish I could talk to him one more time. I'd tell him that I admired his courage, that I loved him, and always did. This was no random crime. It was calculated, planned. I'm sure of it. After the election, my father made enemies. And that night, one of them struck back. In my bones, I know that Edward Raban is responsible for this atrocity. But I have to prove it. I don't have many friends in this city. But if there's one person who can help me at a time like this, it's Judy. I only hope she'll take my call. Hello, Patricia. I really missed you.
Hi, Dad.
How was your trip? I hope you weren't bored. It's a long way from home.
What do you think? I was just staring out the window contemplating life? It's the 21st century, Dad. I have my phone. Can we just skip the lame small talk?
Well, somebody's a bit cranky from the trip. Why don't you just relax a bit? We'll talk later.
Can't wait.
I have to find out what happened to my father. I know I haven't spoken to Judy in more than 6 years, but I need her help. I should call her as soon as possible. I'll just leave it there. What if she comes back? My paintbrush. I'll take it. I don't need to touch that. I don't want to change my clothes right now. No time for jazz right now. My knife! I've been looking for this for weeks. I wonder why it's in here. I'm not hungry. Do you have a moment, sweetheart?
What is it?
How you holding up, honey? I mean, with Grandpa.
It's still hard to believe. I can't wrap my mind around it. How can anyone be so evil?
I ask myself that question every day.
I miss him so much.
Me too. Are you still interested in art? Or are you totally obsessed with boys now?
Are you making fun of me?
Trying to make a joke.
Of course I'm still interested in art, Dad.
What are you working on? Still painting? Sculpting? What?
I'm not in the mood for this right now.
Come on. We used to always talk about art. It was fun, wasn't it?
It was. I just don't feel like talking about it right now.
Okay, geez. Fine. How is my sweetest angel?
How should I know? Ask one of your girlfriends.
Come on, Patty. Really?
What do you want me to say?
We haven't seen each other in months. I really missed you.
Oh boy, here we go again. Yes, Dad, I love you too. Do we have to do this every 5 minutes?
When did you become so sarcastic?
I don't know, this morning.
Never mind. That's it for now.
Okay.
I don't need anything in there. I don't need anything in there. I already took a shower today. I'm sorry, Father. I wish I'd been a better son to you when you were alive. I promise. I will find out who did this to you. I will. The police already went through his documents and computer data as part of their investigation. I won't find anything useful in there. It's empty. Peroxide in his work office? That's unusual. I'll take it nevertheless. I love the smell of antique wood. I don't need that. Let me see. An old phone book. I'll take it. Never know who I may need to call. There's enough on the desk already. I love the smell. An old phone book. Of course. She never answers her phone, even though the thing is practically glued to her hands.
Cassidy?
Hello, Judy. It's me, Richard. It's been a while.
Wow, the great Richard Elmstead has decided to grace me with a phone call.
Listen, Judy. I know you're upset with me, but I really need to talk to you.
Talk about what?
About my father's death. I need your help.
Sorry to be blunt, Richard, but I haven't heard from you in 6 years. Now you want me to comfort you and tell you everything's gonna be alright?
No, it's not like that. I'll explain everything.
Go ahead then, explain.
Not now. Can we meet in private?
Fine. Come to my place.
Thanks.